Okay, so you get on the song, and then J. Cole goes on tour.
Yep.
And he takes you with him.
Yes, he does.
To do that song.
Yeah.
Did you guys build a lot while on tour?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I learned a lot. I think I really went there and really learned how to like control the stage and perform in front of that kind of, crowd. And bro just taught me a lot of professionalism, you know what I mean? Like with the tour and me performing Quicksand, he let me perform Quicksand on his stage. Like, on his set.
Okay.
Like before he was over, he let me perform Quicksand, and then we did My Life, and he did like 2 other songs and it was over. So I'm like, bro, like I got to perform in front of 30,000 people my song, because I'm the opener. It was me, 21, and then Cole. So the fact that I get to sing a song again in front of everybody, and he just telling them to put their phones up, it was like, bro, I felt like a fucking superstar, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I appreciate Big Bro for that. Like he put me on. Well,
didn't he tell you to scrap your album a couple of times?
Yeah. Cole came to the crib one day. my girl had to tell me like what he was saying. I'm playing the game, smoking, like no bullshit, regular shit. He like, oh, you in the crib just chilling type shit. I was like, hell yeah, album done, whatever. Sent to him. He like, oh, this the album? I'm like, yeah. He like, you ain't gonna do nothing else. Like, this is what you. Okay, cool. And like we talked, we chilled, and then he left. And I'm playing the game still. I'm smoking. My girl like, you ain't hear what he just said? He said, you ain't smoking the game and smoking the weed and playing the game. I said, yeah, he just saying what I'm doing. She said, no, he's saying like you shouldn't just be playing the game and smoking weed. You should be doing shit. And I heard it and I listened to the project again and took his notes. I'm like, oh, nah, I gotta figure this out. And I definitely scrapped that motherfucker. I ain't got none of them songs. I scrapped all that shit.
From your point of view, later on,
yeah,
when, Kendrick ended up calling out, Drake and J. Cole, and then J. Cole responded with the diss record, and then retracted his response and took it down and even said that, that shit was lame and, I don't want to push that anymore. What did you think at that time?
I mean, I thought it was Cole. Cole's a very mature individual. You know what I mean? He's not gonna do something just based off emotion. He's not a move off emotion. You feel me? I think that was his way of saying, you know what? I moved wrong of how I normally would, when it could have been a conversation to Kendrick, or I can text this nigga. Like I ain't gotta, you feel me? So I think he made the best decision for him. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's what he decided to do, and I support him. You feel me? That's my dog.
Well, look, I mean, from a battle perspective, a lot of people had a lot to say.
Yeah.
The song itself was not all that great, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things.
I mean,
in terms of what J. Cole was saying and trying to say that Kendrick had weak albums and stuff like that. And at the time, a lot of people criticized him for it. But when you look back and see what happened over time and where Drake is right now, with Kendrick performing A minor on the Super Bowl, like J. Cole could have had some of those shots along the way.
I don't think he took the song down out of fear or like, oh, if something would have happened. I just think, like, again, that's not Cole. You feel
right.
me? Like,
what I'm saying is, had he not taken the song down and maybe made another song or two, and Kendrick would have had 1 or 2 songs just for J. Cole, Not Like Us could have been about J. Cole in a different universe.
And again, like,
and being performed at the Super Bowl. And
it's always good to have the hypothetical, but we'll never know because he took it down. But support to all them brothers. This was a great battle. It was a great vibe. You feel me? Drake did his thing. Kendrick did his thing. Hey, and it's still going crazy right now. So congratulations to them brothers.
No, look, I think J. Cole ended up being the smartest one out of the whole, out of that whole situation, because, like I said, he quickly just said, never mind, not my thing. Drake kept going, and ultimately, Drake took his first real loss.
If you think about it, Kendrick didn't diss Cole that warranted a diss track.
No, he said, fuck the big three.
Nigga, it's just big me. So in my mind, as another man, I'm like, okay, maybe I overreacted. Maybe I was like, yo, this not for me type shit. So he just took it down. And he said I might delete later.
Yeah.
He told y'all, I might just be on some shit. And you feel me? And then he, as a man, he stood on his 10. So anybody got anything negative to say about Cole, I just say, like, that's a solid ass person. And that's my dog, so I ain't tripping.